All right, let's talk about the quick and dirty way to make some money with Veo3. This is something I'm testing. I haven't even got a chance to run it, but I know it works, and I'll tell you why at the end of the video. First off, we're going to want to get the Veo3 free package. I mean, I already have Google Ultra because I'm totally into Google products right now. It's just totally worth it. But if you want to get the free stuff, why not? I mean, I have it, okay? So let's go through that real quick. So credit goes to this guy, Nick Ponte. I searched make money with VEO on YouTube. I've heard of this kind of business strategy before. It's nothing new. It's just real slim, bare bones business. So your goal is to start by getting the account. Search Google Student AI. The page with the one that says Google One. Level up your learning with Google AI. Look at the top. It's got a promotion thing for students or whatever. Okay? Keep in mind, we pay taxes to these universities, so it's time to get some of that tax rebate. Click on Learn More. I'm already subscribed. You just need a Google account. That's it. You just need a Gmail, a functional Gmail. Go to this website, fumail.co, okay? Literally the only technical hurdle to this is going to that website I just showed you to get the temporary.edu email. You'll use that to sign up for your Veo3 for your Google AI student account. When you do that, it will send a verification email to that web page, so don't close that web page out, right? And in that web page, you'll see where that temp inbox is, and you'll get the verification code, and boom, now your Gmail has Veo3 into Google here. And then you'll see I've got credits. In case I was going too fast, you need a Gmail, you need an email that ends with some kind of .edu. That's why we went to that FUmail website. It's just a temp mail thing. You'll get a temp email verification code. You plug that in once you get into Google One. Now the business model, very simple. You're trying to make a really slim offer, okay? A few $100, $200 to $500 to make 5 videos. All right, so when it comes to prompting the videos, I mean, there's going to be a ton of videos on that. The newest update with it is that it takes JavaScript notation, or whatever it's called, JSON style notation. So just ask your preferred chatbot, help me create a Veo3 video using JSON formatted prompting. And that's going to give you more control on it. The thing is, you have a question to answer. If a Google Ultra Mind account on sale right now, they've got an offer, is like $125 a month for the first 3 months, then $250 a month after that every month, then your offer should try to hit the $250 a month mark. Keep in mind that if you do have a Google Ultra Mind account, then you're getting 12,500 credits. Start thinking like this with the business. I wouldn't bank on your 1,000 credits getting you anywhere except a foot in the door with 1, maybe 2 solid clients. At best, you might get really lucky and, make some viral TikToks or whatever. And if you're super, super consistent, and keep in mind, these cats, they're not living a lifestyle that's worth living. They're busting themselves over to make trend hopping, low grade videos, low grade TikToks. There's no artistic vision in that. It's definitely worth condemning on some level, because no young person should be forfeiting the ability to tell better stories and have a bigger vision for themselves just because they might be able to make a little bit more money from like a TikTok hustle than they would at a real job that actually solves some real problems that actually could lead to some real business skills and potentially management position. I mean, I know somebody who's a, manager at Jersey Mike's. This dude lives a good life. Okay, so what's your goal? What is your goal with this kind of business? So anyway, you want to score 1 client with this $500 package. You get a lot of options to make all sorts of, images and whatnot as well. I mean, it depends on what kind of tech stack you have. But again, if you have 1,000 credits, and even if the video takes 10 credits or 100 credits, I don't really care. You're going to do revisions on it, and you're going to end up spending more credits than you wanted to get the thing you really want. It's a part of the learning curve, You're going to get frustrated too, and you're going to make some mistakes here and there. So reasonably, this 1,000 credits you're getting for free should be geared exclusively to like 1, maybe 2 clients, and do your best to over deliver and actually make something interesting. I mean, the best way you can think about this is, let's take my father, for example. He's got a consultation business. It's just like old school kind of business, is involved in construction. I asked him the other day, when we were talking about YouTube and followers and whatnot, would he rather have 1 million clients that he does consultation with on like group phone calls where, he's got to he answers a bunch of rapid fire questions and everybody pays him like $1? Or would he rather have like 20 clients throughout the year that all pay him, like $20,000 or something like that? Even if he makes less money with less clients, he's working with people more intimately. He's working with people more closely. He gets to put more creative effort into one particular project. So the project is fundamentally more satisfying and cognitively, appreciated because you thought about it more. You did more work, but more creative work. So understand that the world of automation is leading us to a point where people have to make a question. They have to answer a question. In the flow of an AI automated world, what point in the workflow do you actually want to be involved in? Do you want to be an orchestrator of like 1,000 robots and all you do is look at N8N workflows all day? Or do you want to have 2 AI bots and you spend an hour and a half consulting with a client, laughing and joking and talking about brand visions, and then you spend 4 hours with a one single AI bot workflow that's premium grade, and you get to look at images, you get to look at videos, you get to talk about copywriting, or do you just want like a horde of little AI robots that do every single creative task where you don't even give yourself the luxury of learning a skill that's enjoyable to perform? Like, it's fun to play a guitar. It's fun to write, a story, to write a copyright ad. So think about this. Like, AI will give you the luxury of choosing what skill you want to be immense at. There will be just as many people who are skill-oriented but enhanced, flourishing in the AI world, as there are people who completely reduce every single human input and have just a whole team of complete automation thing. It's just going to be different lifestyle choices. You got to think big here. Think with your imagination. So if I were to give some advice on this business model, make a really simple Google Doc, make a really simple offer, focus on the fact that you are not providing marketing consultation. You're simply providing some posts. I'll update in a couple days here after I send some DMs and make some videos, and I'll see exactly how well this kind of model plays out. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I would not rely on anything free as a business model, like getting free stuff or this coupon mindset. It's externally oriented. That means your business model is defined by like handouts. Your business model is defined by tax breaks. Give me a break. What you want is skills. You want skills, man. I mean, it's also thrilling to be involved in the DM process, to communicate with clients. Otherwise, like, I mean, why are you in business? You should be in business to help people with something. And it is legitimate to help people with content creation. But what you'll find is that it is illegitimate to try to do something without having to do it, you know? And I think the AI world, when the dust settles in like, I don't know, 8 months or so, the players are going to be the people who are good at storytelling, the people who have the more traditional business skills, like worked and fine tuned, because they're going to know what to look for and they'll know how to adapt faster than somebody who's purely dealing with automations. Again, like, think about what part of the workflow like you want to work at, because the AI will help you work harder at a skill that you want to have. So in the case of Veo3, start thinking about like clever storytelling. This is why thinking like an advertiser is very effective. You want to think in terms of short copyright virality, but with a little notch of philosophy added into it. If you watch this whole video, congratulations. This is like one of my, I don't know, most inspired videos I've made that actually has to do with business. And I'm glad that anybody watched it. I'd love to invite you to my Imagination Economy like manifesto. It's just a free document that I posted on Gumroad. And what I would say is take your favorite chat bot, and add this thing into its project folders. You can piece it apart into prompt conversations. You don't need to read the whole thing. Just, skim past it, find a section, and just copy it, paste it into ChatGPT, have it explain it to you. Go to Perplexity and have run a research task based off some of the topics I have in there. Good luck, friends.